Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Alliance regards education as a key investment for society as a whole and for the future development of our economy. We want a first-class education system which supports every person to reach their full potential. Looking at some of the statistics of the schools, Orangefield High School had less than 10% of pupils achieving 5 GCSE grades at A star to C, including in English and Maths, and a follow-up inspection by the department had deemed this as inadequate. In Orangefield's case, low enrolment numbers also contributed to the problem. The number of empty places in schools is not sustainable, and there are many schools which were built for 500 or 600 pupils and now have enrolment figures of about 100, with empty classrooms and annual intake in single figures. Whilst this may lead initially to smaller class sizes, with the benefit that personalised attention can bring, it ultimately leads to multi-year merged classes which are less effective educationally, and also more of the budget ending up being spent on the maintenance of outdated buildings rather than actually on education. My main concerns around the closure of Orangefield have been around the confusion over pupils being accepted into Ashfield, and Mr Newton has already detailed these issues in his remarks. For Dundonald High School then, the trends in academic results have been similar, with attainment well below average. And however, where there is an undeniable need for improvement, there also needs to be a proper plan for post-primary education services in East Belfast, so that decisions are made on a constituency-wide basis, recognising the connectivity, both social and physical, between communities and schools, especially as the new Education and Skills Authority may render the current boundaries obsolete. And without this joined-up thinking, the closure of Dundonald, in addition to the amalgamation of Orangefield with Ashfield and also potential changes at Knockbreda and Newton Breda, will place a great strain on the post-primary sector here in East Belfast and have significant effect on these post-primary children. It's worth noting at this stage some of the positive attributes of these schools, which Mr Newton has also detailed. Dundonald High School, for example, has a significant special educational needs unit and an accelerated learning programme, which were identified as actually being areas of strength by the department. The school has also accepted pupils who have traditionally been school avoiders and built relationships with these children to ensure that their attendance is improving. However, the challenges that this brings obviously adversely skews some of the school's statistics for both performance and attendance, and I would hope that these issues will be taken into consideration by the Education Minister and the boards when decisions are being taken. Schools are inextricably linked to communities, and these Belfast schools have provided many vital services to the surrounding area over the years, and it's important that this isn't forgotten or sidelined. In recent weeks, Dundonald has shown its strong links with the community, and it recently held a community fun day. And indeed, I also just used the school premises just a couple of weeks ago to host a local neighbourhood watch meeting. And it's clear that those in the local community are very keen to come in to the school. In terms of the Dundonald area also, it's a community which is growing. Homes are still being built there, and it's vital to look at the long-term needs of the community. It's very difficult for pupils to attend the other high schools that are available, as there aren't any direct public transport links between Dundonald and the other locations. Indeed, the most convenient school to Dundonald would actually be Movilla High School in Newton Ards. We undoubtedly need to raise the level of basic skills held by our population by ensuring that all school leavers are competent in essential skills of literacy, numeracy and information and communications technology, as this is a key element in being work-ready and consequently addressing long-term poverty and disadvantage in society. I'm meeting with the principal of Dundonald High School again tomorrow morning to reiterate these points again, and also to assist in the planning for the Minister's visit, as I know the school management team are very keen to work with the department to make improvements in the relevant areas and to secure the future of the school. And I would ask the Minister, in conjunction with the boards, to be imaginative in terms of proposals for the future of these schools and to take the needs of the pupils, schools and the local community into account. Decisions should also, I feel, take on board the aspiration of many parents to access integrated education, which currently represents only 7% of provision. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Minister for coming along today and listening to these real concerns in our constituency. Thank you.